who are you and how'd you get in my house?
I'm everywhere all at once if I choose to be via teleportation. But my name's Abysme.
Hi, Abysme. How's it going today?
Going okay. I'm definitely not also eating lunch because I was dropping I was dropping Paprika off at the bus stop, and we're like, we should get some food first. We have an hour, and like, just it did not work out.
Oh no,
So
what
hello,
happened?
like we leave. It's noon. Like we'll go down to that new the Mediterranean place. That place looks fun, and we're like there. We order the food, and they're taking way too long. And eventually I just like stand up and kind of like do the bashful millennial eye contact thing while trying not to be like, hey, where's my food, and sound like an asshole, but then also like, where's my food, because I ordered 20 minutes ago and there's like no one else waiting. The dude looks up at me and just says, what'd you order? Like, it's the bowl and the shawarma, please. And I'm like, oh, okay. They just made it right there. Like, come on, guys.
That's the best. I love that. I love that for you.
So we got that, and we hopped back in the car, and then we made it in time. Though we got there, and the bus wasn't even there. So we're like, oh, okay. But you don't want to miss the bus.
No, you don't. That's any sort of transportation like that. You don't, because there's no going back from that.
Pain in the ass.
Today, crap. I should have looked up the date previously. Today, the day of how do I spell abandoned hatchback?
Abandoned.
July 5th. July 5th, 2023, the exact day that this is happening, because this is definitely not recorded. This is live. It's
yeah.
It marks Wednesday, July 5th, 2023 marks the 3-year anniversary of our marriage and our union in song. Thank you. Happy anniversary to you too.
Our union in song.
We did an album together 3 years ago in 2020, and I don't remember when we started this. I remember how this project started. I don't remember when it started. Do you remember?
I want to say it was like we started talking about it in March of that year. And then it did like eventually got around to it slowly, as we do with these things. So
yeah, Mark, that sounds about right. I distinctly remember you were streaming on YouTube, and I think you were streaming. What is it called? Spooky's House of Jump Scares? I think that's what you were playing.
I think you were right. Yeah, but you're right. I was streaming, and then we just
I was in chat
about music. Yeah,
and I was like, "Yo, we should make music together," and you were like, all right, I'm writing that down. That's happening now. And then it happened.
It did.
Yeah, so anybody who's on this channel who doesn't know, I get Abysme, you should introduce yourself, because people know who I am, but who is this man?
Who is Abysme? What is Abysme? What makes him tick? How is Abysme? So I'm I am a musician. I do kind of got my start in ambient music, and then I started kind of branching out a little bit into lo-fi hip hop. Got some other stuff in the works right now, but mostly very I guess synthesizer oriented stuff. But that is kind of that's mostly what I do. I have a bunch of podcasts I'm not going to rattle off because you can just put them. There's too many at this point to name, but we can put them in the description.
Yeah, definitely.
Need to.
Future PD, post links in chat right now when this is going on.
Right now.
I'll be really disappointed in you if you don't do that.
But yeah, so I make music. I do a bunch of other random crap, and I try to make every PD stream that I can, which is not a lot depending on work. But I'm here for the funny memes and the games as well.
Oh, I mean, same though, because you're back to streaming now, and it's usually later in the evening for our time zone, so I end up not being able to make it as well because like usually, I mean, like I'm working and stuff during the day, and that's usually when I'm able to like do stuff like that. And then in the evenings, it's more, you know, it's all the stuff that doesn't happen during the workday, you know.
For sure, but it's cool. Like I keep getting people going like, "I'm so sorry, I missed your stream," and I just always say, "Do not worry about it." Like seriously, I barely can make all the streams that I'm following just because that's how life is. So it's totally cool.
Yeah. By the way, I wanted to say, sorry it was me that I can't make the stream. No, but yeah. So you and I have actually known each other for a while, but then geez, like 2017 maybe?
Yeah,
I think
around about then.
And then yeah, eventually it just got to the point where it was just it was an offhanded comment in chat that I was just like, hey, we should do a thing together, because at that point you had done, I think you had done multiple albums under your moniker.
Tons. Yeah, tons at that point. Well, not tons, but I stopped doing albums for my ambient music for a while. And I just started releasing songs as I did it, because I was like, the album as a concept is dying. Why do I care? And then of course I went back to releasing albums again for other stuff. But yeah, and you and I just started talking, and we were like, what can we do? And we eventually just settled on just make it an experimental album. Who cares? And which was kind of great because we got to, a lot of the, I guess, the pressure of fitting in to a box is completely gone, and you can just have fun with it, which was something I definitely needed, because one of the reasons I stopped doing as much ambient is because I felt that I was just like writing the same song over and over again. I wanted to do something else. So it was a really nice kind of break from that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think from the beginning we had decided that we wanted it to be like a concept album. We were like, even if it doesn't have like a unified genre, it should have like some sort of cohesion. And that's the cohesion that we decided on, I think.
It means something to us. If other people can pick it out, good on you. It'd be very difficult. But
yeah. I almost feel like that was something I did with my other stream. I was like, I'll tell you certain things about why I made certain decisions, but overall, I kind of want you to come to your own conclusions, sort of, you know? I feel like I feel the same way about this, you know?
For sure. Spoilers, and we are working on the second one very slowly.
Spoilers.
But
yes.
No one, we're not going to give up the theme on that one either.
No. The theme on that one is the entire album is composed of bass. It's all bass. That's the only instrument. Yep.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And actually, I don't know if people know this or not, but every piece of my music that is released on streaming services is actually released through the label that we have together.
Oh, that's right. We also made a label.
Yeah.
I forget about that sometimes.
I think that was part of it. Was we were like, hey, there's like a discount if you the more artists that you put together on a DistroKid account, like the cheaper per artist it gets. So we could get one of those deals and just put all of our stuff up, including this album that we're about to listen to.
Yeah.
And that was like the beginning of 2022, I think. And since then, it's been a lot of, hey, we should do a second one. Boy, howdy, life sure is happening.
Oh, God, yeah. No, everything happens all the time, all at once.
Granted, you've done a lot more work on it than I have so far. But I hopefully by the time this comes out, I will have actually done something.
And I have that problem of like, I'm gonna work on the second album, and then I wake up the next day and go, I have an entirely new album idea for something entirely different. I gotta start that one, and I have, of course, but reached I think I got 2 songs into that one almost, so I'm gonna switch back to after that, because that's just how my ADD brain has to work.
That's actually a really good idea, because I should probably try something like that because that's kind of where I am. I'm like, there are too many things that I want to work on, and there's only so much time. So I should probably start divvying up that time better.
It's tough. It's really tough.
Yeah. I guess. Do you wanna get into it?
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm gonna start it, and it's probably gonna be loud. I don't know if I have the volume turned. I have the volume turned down a little. Should I put it up to max volume?
Maybe to start, and then we
Okay.
can adjust as we go.
If it's too
some
loud.
tracks are a lot louder than others. I know I did the mixing and mastering on this to like kind of make it somewhat of a baseline, but you also don't. Well, we'll talk about it when we get to it.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Abandoned Hatchback. Oh yeah, the name of the album. Oops. Internet no Nichijo, which is like a day of the internet, or like a day on the internet, or
Something like that, yeah.
I can't remember the original like English title that I was like, hello friend who fluently speaks Japanese, please tell me the nuance of how to say this. Do you remember what the original
we
was?
Wanted it to be like a day at the internet cafe or something like that.
Something,
and
yeah.
We had to like whittle it down because the transliteration just was not working.
Yes, yeah. So it ended up just being like a day of like a day of the internet, or a day on the internet, or something to that effect.
A day of the internet is a very ominous title.
That sounds like a math rock band.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Totally.
But maybe the day of the tentacle, sort of like.
Kind of.
I don't know. Yeah.
Something like that.
So I guess let's just start. Track 1. It's called Discovery, and let me know if you need me to pause it, and we'll talk about stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So this one's me.
Yeah. Like, I think I recorded a couple samples for this, but I think you're the one who actually put this all together, right?
Yeah, remember this one. Freesound.org is your friend, everybody.
Yes.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah. Was that you? Is that you?
Wait. No, I think that was also you, but then I reversed it.
Oh, is that what happened?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, that's you saying how much. I think that's you. It could be me.
It might be. I don't know.
It could be like answer and response.
Mm-hmm.
Answer response. Call and response.
Call and response. Yeah.
This is a lot of Foley work actually that I did for this. Kind of cool.
After. I think we'll get.
That's my cat.
I was gonna say that's Mousy, right?
That is Mousy, yeah.
We'll talk about this more when the other ones come up, but there are definitely multiple like soundscapey type songs on this, right?
Yeah, and I've always dreamed of doing a concept album, so like this was a really fun experiment in just painting a story of a sound.
Yes.
And that is actually an Xbox 360 boot up sound that I got off of Freesound as well.
Oh, that's what I was convinced that was an old, like, Windows 95 or 98. Oh yes, track 2. I'm just gonna pause for a sec. I'm gonna turn it down just a little because it seems like our ducking is not doing all of its job.
That's all right. Yeah.
Track 2, Our Obsession. I don't remember. See, that's the thing with a lot of these. We both worked on them, and with a handful, they were like entirely one or the other. And actually, that's a good question. How recently have you listened to this?
I re-listened like maybe 7 months ago.
Okay. I don't think I've listened to this since like probably 2021. So I don't know how much of this I'm gonna remember, to be honest.
I think I know for the most part.
Okay.
But it'll be fun if we don't remember.
This one, I think this one's you, but I don't remember.
It is me, but the lyrics were written by names brain.
Right.
Because I asked the both of you, like, let's do, like, write me an anime opening, like intro song. And
oh yes,
yeah.
Ace. Wait, did Ace write the lyrics for this?
No, it is Ace. Yeah, no, it totally was Ace. Yeah, Ace wrote the lyrics, and I put them through my DAW, which did which can, like, you know, has like a sound font generator for voice.
Yes.
And I remember, like, I finally broke down and bought a pitch shifter plugin to, like, make it so it's actually, like, you know, that matches the melody and everything.
To, like,
so
kind of auto tune it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh, sick. I finally have a reason to buy that. So it's the only time I've ever used it, but it was cool.
Do we have the lyrics for this written down anywhere? I don't remember them.
God, if I somewhere on my Google Drive. I don't know.
It's probably in that folder.
It's either there or, like, somewhere buried in our chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here, enough stalling. All right. Here it is. That looks more reasonable. Okay, in terms of volume, yeah. So the voice synthesis, that's a built-in plugin from the DAW you use?
Yeah, that's in the studio.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, that's cool. Oh.
And you can choose, like, different timbres, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, so I put that in. I made, like, those songs in there, but then I buried it under effects because I like the idea. I think here's me being edgy. Everything is super distorted. Like, that's the point.
Yeah, I feel like almost the entire album is like that.
A lot of it is. We purposefully wanted to be very chaotic and have really soft, quiet parts and then really over distorted parts.
Right, exactly. Like, it is a lot more chaotic than I remember, I'm gonna be honest.
First foray too, we were like, let's just go for it. And I think the next one's gonna be much more focused. Not that I regret what we did on this. I think it's like,
no.
For what we wanted to achieve, it's kind of, you know, it makes sense.
Yeah, no. I'm super happy with how this turned out. I'm not at all upset about it. It's like I said, it's probably been 2 years since I listened to this. So I did not remember how chaotic it is. Well, especially because this was my first time doing anything musically since high school.
Right.
So I didn't really have a process yet. Okay, it's track 3.
Also me. Yeah.
Digital Dead End. Yeah, I think
you came up with the name though. Like, I don't think I came up with that.
Yeah. Maybe, probably. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is very abysmy sounding. If I do say so. Like,
this is all plugins too. Like, this is none of my hardware synths. Just for what I needed it to be.
Did you use hardware synths for any of this?
Oh God. Did I? Maybe. I'm gonna have to, like, listen to see if I did. And then immediately into down tempo. Like, that was like, what, maybe 16 bars and already changing it up. Just fuck it.
It's very, very all over the place. I'm gonna be honest. I remember the outline of the story and everything. I don't know if I could tell you the entirety of, like, what's supposed to be going on.
No, and I'll give one little hint to everybody. We were both, like, because you had sent me the DVD set of Serial Experiments Lane.
That was before this? Wow. Okay.
Like the year before, and I had been watching it and just, like, loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And so we kind of had that on the brain when we were talking. And we just decided to, like, not make it like, oh, it's based. Like, this isn't Lane's journey, but it is about like the internet. That's as much as I'll say. And this is literally from Lane.
Wait, what was the? Oh, present day, present time. I was like, wait, what? What is?
This is me using a certain plugin quite a bit, which is probably glitched too. And it's really fuck. Oh, this is you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
This is definitely you. This is a really cool soundscape.
Oh yeah, descent.exe. Okay, yeah. So anybody who watched the previous one, the previous like commentary history stream thing for giving lemurs anxiety, I used a lot of the same effects. I used the same basically method to make this one that I did for Without You, which is like probably my favorite song on that album. And I think I made that prior to this, because I think I made that in like 2018 or something. So arguably I think this is more like polished because I had already figured out how to do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think the majority of this song is based around a sample of a walkie-talkie. Like, I think that's literally what's happening right now.
That's awesome. That's great though. Like just Paul stretching it forever or whatever.
Yeah, and then like changing pitch and starting and stopping and stuff.
A lot of and it's like, you know, it's not like we invented this for experimental music, but yeah, a lot of it is just taking samples and just playing with them for a long time. It's fun.
Oh yeah, it's definitely
fun
fun
after a while.
Yeah, and there are definitely a couple of these that we both did together. Like one of us did some and then passed it to the other, and the other messed with it too. And I feel like that in kind of the same way. It's like, here's an entire song that is effectively a sample. Now you do something with that sample, you know?
Now you go.
Now you. So yeah, actually the majority of the things in this are sampled from just like random workplace noises from where I used to work. This is what the elevator sounded like, but just pitched down, obviously.
Yeah, it's amazing what you can achieve with just pitching something down a bit. And just time stretching to like, even I do that a lot. I'll take samples and just shift time stretch them to fit whatever tempo, and it's like it just sounds awesome.
Yeah,
did not invent that by any means, but the reason why it works so well and why so many people do it.
Oh yeah, this is my like Silent Hill ASMR.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. This is another earlier sample of me doing vocals, just not not what you'd expect.
I really like this right here. I like
there
the
it is again.
on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, my attention span for doing something with a song back then was a lot longer. Most of my songs now are like, 2.5 minutes long.
Oh man, yeah, it's gotten bad.
What was that?
The classic sample.
That was like 3.5 minutes. That's a whole other minute from what I do now. Okay, track 5, Lurker. I don't remember whose this is.
I think you did this one.
So far, it sounds like it was probably me.
Yeah, I think you did this one. I love that, like that dial-up sound recording.
It's so good.
I used that as the basis for an entire song on a different album I did. Like,
oh really?
Weird vaporwave thing. Yeah. Oh god, what's it called?
I don't think I've ever heard that.
Oh yeah, no, it's I just listened to it fucking yesterday. I don't know. The album's called "Sad Girls Aren't for Sale," but
Yeah.
yeah, I forget which. It's the what again? Another song about the fucking internet. But like, I took portions of it, I chopped all of it up, and I just like it's part of the beat. It's part of like I put an LFO on like to like make a kind of a rhythmic bass section. I love that soundbite so much because so much is happening in it, and it's itself very like strange and chaotic, but everyone recognizes it. Well, not everyone. Zoomers don't know about
no, I know what you mean. The dial-up handshake is a very like, I don't know, I think it kind of encapsulates a lot of like it's familiar and kind of comforting, but it's also really kind of creepy.
It's very creepy. If AI had a voice, that would be it, kind of thing. Like it's so strange, dude.
I think this one has to have been me, because this is like. Yeah. So I actually used the same effect on my later album without realizing it as well, but that time I was doing it as a more direct homage to Lane, because this here it's keyboards, and in the other one I was using chalk on a blackboard, which is like the literal thing that's happening in Lane, you know.
Wow.
But also I think that was a recording of a number station in the background that I sampled. Because I don't know, number stations are cool.
Yeah. The early internet was a very strange place. And,
it was.
Just early tech is just it's so much more basic, but because it was so less refined than what we have today, it's just, I sometimes count myself as kind of lucky that we were able to grow up with kind of early stages of stuff. Definitely wasn't perfect, but
yeah, but it was
memories of it are like, wow, man, it's interesting.
Well, yeah, because it was so much less ubiquitous. It was so, I don't know, it was so much more like novel. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, you're right. Absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I'm fully confident that this one was me at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was you.
You know, this too, the number of like, because we're not even 15 minutes in, and there have been like 2 soundscape type things already. That I forgot that we did that.
Yeah, and I'm remembering that we made this album. Like, this isn't I'm gonna put on some tracks from the first AH album. No, like, this is something you're supposed to just sit down and listen to all the way through uninterrupted, almost like a video or something. Not that anybody's ever gonna like figure out what the fuck it's about, but like that was the point, and I think we did a good job on that.
I do too. I'm actually, yeah, like, I mean, I wasn't not happy with how this turned out, but listening back to it effectively for the first time, it's good. It's good.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, this one. Wait, does this one have a proper transition? I think it does.
I remember I did my best to make them where there was a proper one. Yeah.
Right. Because
there was a point.
A lot of them like just kind of slam into one another, but some of them fade. Okay, track 6, Stan. This is a beefy one.
This you too? Wait. Oh shit! I remember hearing Stan so often, but like I don't remember if this was you or I.
I don't either. Let's see.
Because I recognize that sample and what's being done to it, but shit, who was that? It may have been. It was like, okay, the first 3 just make sense for you, and then the next 3 are going to be me in a row.
Yeah. Well, because I remember we came up with the order before we even made a lot of them, and then we ended up coming up with some extra and like slotting them in, but. So we were like, oh, I want to do that one. So we'd like claim them. And I think initially we were trying to like pepper them in side by side, but then we just ended up for one reason or another doing like 3 in a row.
Yeah.
I don't 100% know why that happened. I'm not upset by it, you know.
Yeah, I don't know, because the concept we had for the album too was very like there's a structure there, but it's not so linear that it made sense to be like alternating. So I think it just kind of fell into place like that. We just like, hey, I made the first 3 because I had I just kept going with it.
Mm-hmm. I think at the end it gets a lot more.
This one's okay. You, I think.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, this one's me. I forgot about this.
I really like the beginning of that one where it's just like you have the it sounds like a resampled the PS2 intro music.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like it's panning and it's going down and down and down. It's a very almost like somatic response. I like that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I kind of wish that I still had the project files for this. I know for sure I don't, but I wish I did.
I checked them on a external hard drive. I'm fairly certain. I hope I have all the linked WAV files too, because that'd be bad if I didn't.
We definitely have those because those are still on our shared like Google Drive.
I don't know. I meant like the WAV files that are like make up my samples.
Oh, okay.
I got I should have been smart and just like done the stems, but I was lazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. You could have exported it that way. I don't know. I never do that. Should I do that?
Me neither. Everyone says to, and you know what? If you're collaborating like professionally and you need to bust stuff to a mixing engineer or a mastering engineer or like another professional artist that you're collaborating with, absolutely. Or if you're both working in Ableton, you can just send the Ableton project files, but we're not doing that, so it's like it doesn't matter. Like maybe we can do that for this time around if it makes sense.
Sure.
But, I don't know.
But also, like, multiple of the tracks are already basically completed, so like.
True. So it doesn't make sense on a lot of them.
Yeah. But no, I get what you're saying though. I think that's also that's got to be free sound.
Yeah, I think I recognize that one. freesound.org.wave. Remember it.
Yeah, free sound for finding public domain stuff is incredible.
That's great. Yeah. And other things where I can like I don't have to worry about. It's okay that I'm providing attribution in the links, like for narration videos I edit and stuff. Like I use a lot of that too. But the amount of public domain stuff on there is just so good.
Yeah, absolutely.
In fact, we'll get to it, but I'll point out a really good sample I got.
Okay. Wow, yeah, I'm actually like genuinely shocked that the ones that I worked on ended up being this long. Okay.
This is me.
Yeah, this is definitely. This is a positive thing. This is not a negative thing at all. I can always tell when you program drums versus when I do on these songs.
Well, now, like, it's getting harder for me because... Oh, this is lame. This is just straight up lame.
Another sample from Lane.
Little imaginary friend. Or something like that.
So why is it getting more difficult for you?
Well, because I used to just take drum loops. Then I started, like actually programming the loops myself, and now I have a drum machine, so it's getting harder for me to tell. Which version is this? Like, what approach did I take? But this is 100% a drum loop that I probably time stretched it, honestly.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah, this is just like. I think I just wanted to make another lo-fi hip-hop song. This is before I had released, I even think, the first volume, or maybe it was like after the first volume. But
I think the first one was out.
Might have been.
I don't remember though. I mean, I think it turned out really good though. Like this is good.
It's that perfect kind of like creepy, comfy thing that I try to do with lo-fi.
lo-fi beats to have an existential breakdown to.
Essentially, lo-fi beats to feel bad about your nostalgia too. And I put I put the vinyl plug-in on this.
Something like that.
Yeah.
God, it was just like I loved that conversation in the show. I just wanted to use it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's one of the only, like, I don't think this is really spoilers. It's one of the only real, like, points of contact between the two of them in the show.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, no,
there's more lane. I don't remember there being this much lane.
I really liked it.
Same. So this is
admin
right, number 8.
Right. Okay.
That's how societies are created.
And this is her dad.
Well, quote unquote. Spoilers for the fucking 30-year-old anime.
Actually, it's it'll be 25 years old right around the time this goes up. Wait a minute.
Awesome.
Hold the fucking phone. Where's my phone? I'm looking this up right now because I don't remember.
My phone. Find the phone. Hold it for me.
Hold my phone. Because we might have accidentally done something amazing. This one's definitely you as well, right?
Yeah, no, this is me.
Absolutely. Can't do math. So wait a minute. 1999? I thought it was 98. Hold on.
Did it come out in 99 in the States?
No, it did. It was 98. Dude.
Okay.
Dude. All right. Guess. So this stream is happening July 5th because that's 3 years after this came out. 25 years ago tomorrow is when Lane started. July 6th, 98.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
I was thinking like a month or two ago, I was like, I want to do a rewatch, but I want to do it like sorry, I'll keep playing music. I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I want to do a rewatch, but I want to do it because it's only 13 episodes, so it's really easy to just be like, oh, I'm gonna watch all these in a day.
Goodbye.
But I want to do it 1 week at a time, like 25 years after each episode's original air date.
Oh.
And I guess that means that's tomorrow is when that starts.
Our work here
That's crazy.
it was only for a short time, but I know I didn't do enough.
It's like the other only real, like, I don't know.
How anything you want.
The show is so bonkers and disjointed, and there's very few moments where you have like grounded conversations.
Yes.
That are like they're kind of like your touchstones for where are we again?
Yeah, I loved you.
Yeah.
So they kind of stick with you.
It's not that I was really all that fond of playing.
I definitely didn't remember that you were using like her first real conversation with him and her last conversation with him.
Yeah.
Damn. This is pretty good.
It's
yeah.
Like the show and the plan for this album was very nostalgia driven and very just kind of like taking a look at the internet in general.
Yeah, definitely.
It's weird coming from when it was internet 1.0 and not 2.0.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because both of us grew up in the 90s and 2000s, so like we both grew up with dial-up, no smartphones,
Oh, this is 100% you.
100%. Okay. Track 9, Flamer. Yeah.
Because you wanted to make a drum and bass thing.
Yes.
And yeah, we were talking about how to plan that out, and it came out really well.
Yeah, because I was like, hey, the bass sounds really stinky, but the drum sounds stinky in the wrong way. And you were like, just pitch them up. And that's all it took.
Let's put this one here and this one here. Boom, we got it.
You fixed it. I mean, I think I'm pretty sure those screams are from Evangelion, which is the other anime that Lane and Evangelion both I probably watched too young because I didn't understand either of them at the time, but over time I gained a very large appreciation for both of them, you know?
I'm at that point right now where with some other friends we're trying to like find new anime to watch, but specifically old anime that's just fucking weird, like from the 90s and the early aughts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new anime, just I can't get into it, it's all very similar. But we're just finding like weird shit, like back when anime was just weird.
Yeah,
it's been really fun.
That's fair. What any suggestions?
The one we're watching right now is Reign the Conqueror.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Oh dude, it's about Alexander the Great. The art style is fucking wild, and the dialogue choices, everything is just bizarre. Like it's like the dude who made Eon Flux is involved heavily with it.
Okay.
But it's just from an era that we don't have anymore. But it's great. It's bonkers.
Yeah, I think there's definitely something to be said about like I don't know, maybe it's a boomer take. I feel like anime is a lot more homogenized than it used to be, but there's also so much more of it that I'm probably missing the stuff that's not homogenized.
Oh, 100%. Like, I'm sure there's really good anime out there. Finding it is just so hard to do now.
Yeah.
This is you.
This is me as well, yeah. Oh yeah, I Love You Forever. That's the one. Yeah, because I was like, I wanted to make a stinky drum and bass song, and then I wanted to make a stinky like rave song. So that's why there's just the unadulterated piano, and then the stinky rave lead.
Yeah, that's a good rave lead though.
I think this may have actually like I might have done the thing that I do a lot now, where I like pick a chord and kind of just keep my selection of notes in that chord so that it sounds good, you know? I think this one, though, for the lead, I kind of, like, noodled it and then just, like, time corrected it and kept it and, like, looped it, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because a lot of time there's a lot of just, like, poking and pecking and like, while you're programming. I think this one I played, like, somewhat organically. Yeah, I honestly forgot about this one. I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out too.
Yeah, no, it's very solid.
Gotta keep clapping.
Everybody clap your hands.
Never stop.
Don't stop until I say so. You're not allowed to go home.
Never stop clapping. Literally ever. Oh, I did the thing where my idea for the song ran out after what 2 minutes. 2 minutes, not even 2 minutes. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna slightly change it and let it keep going. I do that a lot.
Hey, so do most recording artists.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I've been seeing a lot of videos about it's called the playlistification of music. Where it's like no one listens to albums, and if someone does put out an album, it's like 50 songs, and they're all 1.5 to 2 minutes long, and everyone loves maybe 3. And so Spotify playlist curators are like, we want things that fit into this style, so everyone just makes kind of the same sounding songs with the hope of putting them in that playlist. But then the problem is that you get a playlist of a song that they all sound the same, and it's just very it's like whatever, like music will continue to evolve. I'm not worried about that, and there's tons of good shit out there. But looking on like curated playlists, you got to be careful, because not all curators are created equally.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now I don't know who this is.
Slow burn.
This is you.
It might be, but it might be both of us.
Could be. It's very industrial.
So now you mixed all of this obviously, but I'm starting to question if my memory of us like being more collaborative on individual tracks, if that was the original intent and that didn't actually happen as much as we meant to. Because a lot of these do seem really heavily one or the other, you know?
Yeah, maybe that was the point. Because I know we've collaborated definitely on some of the songs for the next one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And that's I want to do even more of that. Like both of us working on, you know, a single track. This does sound like me, doesn't it?
It does. It's cool though. Like
it's funny. I ended. Oh yeah, no, that's the bit crushing. That's definitely me. Oh no, I put a clean piano on one of them. Now I need to destroy a piano to make it equal, to balance it.
Dude, like there was a point early in my song making career where I was writing down the name of every preset I used because I was like, never ever use that one again because I'll know I did. And then I realized, okay, well that's just ridiculous, Chris. But like the fear of like repeating yourself is so damn strong.
Yeah, I get that.
You'll be able to tell. You know, you hope no one else will.
Yeah. In all likelihood, nobody else will.
Yeah.
It's funny talking about that because something I was working on the other night actually reminds me a lot of this. I can send it to you. It's like it's definitely a work in progress, but I'm like, oh, I kind of did the same thing.
Oh, I've caught myself so many times.
Check.
Oh, we're still in slow burn.
Check the. I was gonna say check the timestamp. Yep. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and I turned it into a different song. That's what happens every time.
Did you write both of those like the same BPM? Do you remember?
I think so. I think this was just one big project file.
Okay, yeah. Because I write most of my stuff in 100. Unless it's like, okay, no, I want a fast song, so I'll check this up at 160 or 155 or something. But a lot of what I write is in 100.
Right. I think a lot, like half of my second album was in my second like solo album was all one big project file because I kept like repeating like phrases and themes, you know, from one song to the next, so there was kind of like a bigger cohesion for the first half of it. Right. And yeah, and so it all ended up being in the same BPM as well. It all ended up just being one like 12 or so minute like 240 BPM thing in a row, you know what I mean? Yeah,
no, totally.
Or I guess to be fair, it's like 240 and then some of them are like 120. You know what I mean?
I really like this impact you have here. Just it's a really deep. Good one.
Well, I feel like when you finished and like you mastered all of them, you really made them punchy, you know?
Yeah, thank you. And like, yeah, that's the tough part is. Oh, we're on. Oh,
now that was the clean transition. Yeah. No.
I remember it being making sure those impacts didn't lose their low end was a big, really big point. I was like, make sure don't cut off that low end too much.
This one's both of us. Because I took a sample of the vocal song that you did earlier and made this out of it. So this one's collaborative.
We did it at least once, people.
Yeah, because those are the synth vocals. Oh, is this another transition point? I think it might be. Yeah, I don't remember. I think this last section of the album, they all go.
Oh, that's definitely me because it's in fucking French.
I don't know how to say that. How do you pronounce that?
Après moi le déluge, which means after me the flood, which was said by Louis the 15th, 14th, I forget. But basically, he was like, yeah, after the next king is gonna get their head chopped off because everyone's pissed off in France.
That's what that meant.
That's where that comes from.
Oh my gosh, that's awful. What was that? Was that the correct time period? Was he correct, or?
I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah,
Okay.
no, he was, because like I would think it was like the 16th was the last one or something. But yeah.
This one, yeah, this one's you for sure. I think.
It could be me, because that could just be me using the modulation portion of glitch on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's, did I make this shit?
I don't remember.
Because it has a singular kick on the 1.
I think this one's you. This is so funny. This is. It's genuinely hilarious to me that we don't remember who made which ones. Well, some of them we're sure on, but
Yeah, I mean, if I plugged in my external and like looked it up, I could tell you exactly who it was. But like, this might have been another collab though.
it might be because there's a lot of bit crushing going on,
There's
and that's usually.
yeah.
Oh, did it go again? Oh yeah.
And now we're in coup d'etat. Oh my god, we had French going into French.
I mean, of course, like.
This drum loop, this is from freesound.org.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Whole drum loop. It's definitely a loop, but it's like perfect. And I actually recorded the guitars.
Okay. That's you too, right?
Yeah, and if anyone can decipher my growling lyrics, it's still not going to tell you what this album's about, but, you know, good on you.
You know, I don't know if I knew that you did live guitar for this. That's
This is like
cool.
the last track I made, too.
Yeah, because I think the closing track I did. I don't recall, but
I'm pretty sure you did it.
if it's just a bunch of noisy bullshit, yeah, it was probably me.
That's right. I took my black metal bullshit and put a hard bass outro. Goddamn.
This is like, you know, how a lot of like scene bands in the 2000s started incorporating a lot of electronic music elements. This is like, yeah, if death. I always get fucked up with subgenres. If like death metal did the same thing. No, I know death metal's not the correct subgenre. That's why I'm like, I don't know what to call it.
Well, and it doesn't matter because you can, like, so few bands are like straight any genre anymore.
Yeah.
They'll have elements of death metal, they'll have elements of this, and yeah, no. But there's a lot, like the crossover between synth and black metal is actually not anything new.
That's
But yeah,
that's
a lot
fair.
of new metal would do this. A lot of hardcore bands did it, incorporating electronica.
Yeah. Oh, this is definitely me. Oh yeah, the end. It's just the end.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we just called it the end.
this is. You know, it's good that we collaborated on this because if this were just me, this is probably what the whole album would sound like.
I mean, that's a noise album.
It's
we
true.
Said we wanted to do a noise/experimental album, so we literally just put everything on there.
Yeah.
The one thing we don't have is like a acoustic guitar, soul-filled emo song. Oh well.
Well, I guess that's gonna have to be on the second one then, isn't it?
It's gonna have to be on the B side of the next one. Sorry, everybody.
Oh yeah, I recorded that
that's
too.
right.
That's
We're hitting
right.
shit with a hammer.
Yeah. It was a thermostat.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a thermostat because the place where I was working, we had a bunch of old thermostats that we weren't gonna use. That we weren't gonna use. So so I was like, hey, like these are just gonna get thrown in the trash, and we need the sound of something like getting broken like that. So I'm just gonna steal one of these. Yeah. So yeah, that was it. What do you think? What do you think listening back?
I'm very proud that we were just unafraid to just like go with whatever. Like, again, a very, very liberating creative exercise to just, I mean, we're working around a concept and a theme. And we did achieve that, but it was just cool that we could achieve so many different emotions and perspectives and have that through different genres of music. Like we have weird, like almost happy hardcore stuff on here. We have like stupid metal. We have your soundscapes. We have lo-fi in there. Like it's cool because the internet is a multifaceted thing. And it is just ever becoming more and more like decentralized with little pockets that everyone kind of exists in, and they're all like vying for attention. So it's this kind of very chaotic, just like shitstorm, and it's beautiful and horrible all at the same time. So I think, you know, as an art piece, that's, you know, I think that's fucking perfect what we did, and I really like it.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really happy listening back again, because it's like like the internet, it's both the best and worst thing to ever happen, you know. So,
if someone leave that in the reviews, in the comments, say this is the best and the worst album ever.
Yes, please. Look, does this have any? Okay, it does. It has a couple of comments on it. I was like, please somebody go comment that.
They're definitely not our friends.
No, I don't know any of those listeners. People. Yeah. What, are you saying that your friends can't be organic listeners?
No.
Oh, because they're like grown with pesticides and shit, so they don't technically qualify. I'm so sorry.
They're all GMOs. Yeah.
Oh yeah. All my friends are GMOs. Write that down. Write that down. That's a song name. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. We're definitely, I guess we haven't really said anything publicly before, but I guess it already came up. So we are definitely working on another project under the same moniker. I have no idea when it's going to come out, because both of us, our lives have been insane basically since this album came. This album was like put together in the 3 or 4 months after lockdown started. So like, I think both of us had a little bit more free time than we might right now.
Yeah, no, like it is definitely a demarcation in our lives of weird, like I guess, oh man, I mean, this is pandemic art. Officially, this is pandemic art.
Actually, you're not wrong. It really is. Like, so
well, you know, and that's fascinating. Like what happens when everyone has time to just like make art because they can't do anything else, and you kind of just throw caution to the wind, and it's kind of awesome what came out.
Yeah, and not to say that like the stuff that we're working on now is like not to say that we're being any more like restrictive with it or anything, because I think literally everything that you've sent me, no two things have sounded the same.
There is just technically a through line, but sure, but yeah, no, I don't. I think it's going to be, in some ways, I think it'll be more focused, but it's still going to be a really fun journey with a lot of twists and turns in it that no one's going to expect.
Definitely, except now everybody will expect the acoustic emo ballad.
There's the acoustic emo song they talked about.
We have to, and we have to do like duet vocals on it. It's gonna be great.
Absolutely.
Look here, to make it acoustic. Okay, so like you can actually play acoustic guitar. You have an acoustic guitar, right?
I do. Yes. I do.
Okay, so you'll play guitar, like play all the chords and everything, and then we'll both sing, and then I'll take my bass and I just won't plug it in, and I'll record it that way, and it'll be technically acoustic.
Hold it really close to the mic. Tonk, 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 tonk.
Yeah, just really, really close, and then like barely EQ it, so it's like it's almost not there,
Perfect.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
It'll be like somebody is right there in the room. with us. It'll be
We'll
great.
be right there. We'll be right there with you, listener.
Yes, dear listener.
Mhm.
Do you wanna say anything else about this, or any
I
future projects, or anything at
I
all?
don't have any other like secret deep lore or anything, but yeah, no. If you like this, you will probably like the next one. I don't
You,
know,
you probably
but
also like your other music.
oh, maybe yeah.
Hey.
All of my lo-fi albums that are currently released should be up on everywhere that streaming service music blah blah blah, because it's done through the label. And you can check out my YouTube channel for all my other ambient stuff. I have a SoundCloud as well where everything lives, if you prefer that. And I quit Twitter, so don't follow me there.
Oh,
But,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
I
like
get
I quit. I didn't delete my account, but like I'm just not on there anymore. And
right.
so if you want to find me and talk to me, message me or comment on YouTube or SoundCloud, and yeah, get in touch with me. I'm trying to like, I'll let you. Yeah, that's where I tell people, hey, I'm working on a video game or something. I'm not, but if I did, yeah.
If you did, wink, wink, right?
Hey,
Like,
I did. It got shut down, but I did work on it. I made a video game soundtrack technically once. So,
wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Can you talk about this, or is it?
Sure. Yeah. No. It's called Camp Cadaver. It was a.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It basically,
My gosh. Yeah.
What's it called? It's like Werewolf. It's like that game Werewolf, where you're like sussing out who's the baddie or Among Us or whatever. And it was like very pixel art 80s camper, like Camp Crystal Lake style. Yeah, I made the soundtrack for it, and the soundtrack is still up on YouTube as well. But yeah, just it most video games don't make it. That one didn't make it. It came out though, people played it, so that was cool. But that's what I'm always trying to do cool, fun stuff like this. And what about you? What do you got coming up?
I have no release date whatsoever, but I'm like you were talking about having multiple things, like, oh my gosh, I want to do this today. I want to do, I'm slowly working on solo music as well.
Nice.
I mean, if you're on here, every so often the thing will pop up in the chat that's like, hey, go to YouTube, hey, stream my music, just go there and follow me, and you'll get updates on stuff like that.
Put our music on in the background. Just mute
yes.
it. But make us feel better by giving us views so our analytics go up.
Please.
Please,
I mean,
God.
Honestly, that's about it. Like, because outside of that, like, anybody who might be watching this, like, I do YouTube and streaming regularly, and that's, it's like I said, only so many hours in the day, and that's the majority of what I put my time into. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and go check out their streams. Seriously,
yes.
They're really fun.
Yes. Please. I guess actually this will be interesting. This is a time capsule of 3 weeks in the past. I mean, right now, because this is live.
Right,
this was not recorded. Yes. I think I'm kind of like diversifying what I'm doing with my stream right now, and it's becoming like less game heavy and more just dumb shit heavy. So go check it if you're interested.
It's a good time.
Yeah. Same with you. Go follow future PD. Put in chat. Shout out Abysme. Go follow Abysme as well, because Abysme is doing streams now.
Yeah, join my stream and yell at me that I don't have custom emotes yet because I'm lazy.
Do it.
I don't know how to make them, and I don't know how to do them, and it took me forever to get Twitch Studio set up, and I'm like, I also have to do this. No, fuck it, I don't care.
I mean, if you want help, I can help you. Just
I may hit you up. I honestly might, because I was like, can I just turn emotes off? Oh no, you can go to emote only mode, but you can't turn emotes off. God damn it. But yeah, no, I'll definitely hit you up for that, because I do intend to be streaming at least once a week now, so I need something to put there.
Oh yeah. Let me know.
Cool.
I guess that's gonna do it for this re-listen of the first Abandoned Hatchback album, and keep your eye out. I have no idea when the second one's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. It's
tentatively this year.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's say that publicly, so that then we're held to that, right?
Yeah.
Because
They
even
said
if no one
tentatively this
else,
year.
even if no one else holds us to it, we will. We'll be like, oh shit, we said it. We said it out loud. So now it has to happen.
All it takes is like technically one relatively uninterrupted month, and we could probably like get it all done. But
definitely.
Whenever that's gonna fucking happen, who knows?
Yeah, seriously. Because I mean, I know both of us. Like, yeah, there's a lot. But yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining, everybody. Go listen to Abysmi's music. Go follow Abysmi. Go DM Abysmi on Twitter and say, "Hey, Abysmi,
where are you?
Why are you not on Twitter?" Now, as I am definitely not gonna hit stop recording while you're doing this, please, in alphabetical order, list off all of the podcasts that you either appear on, oversee, or have contributed to.
Alphabetical. Fearfic, Jameson Tapes, Undercooked Analysis, Raw Dog Readings, Ray Gun Readers. I think that's it.